So we have here revenue cycle from sales to cash collections. This is our learning objectives, no? Describe the basic business activities and related information processing operations performed in the revenue cycle. Ano pa? The key decisions, no, in the revenue cycle and the information used, no, for decisions. And we have also the major threats in the revenue cycle, the internal control for dealing with those threats. So, the ebook starts with the illustrative case of Alpha Omega. May problem sila nito on their um, revenue kasi meron silang losing market share, no, for the past 3 years. So, how to solve it daw? Kasi naging frustrated na siya, no? So, then, set up din dito yung organization of Alpha Omega. So, in the organization chart, makikita mo na doon yung mga separation of duties, no? It's very important to look on the organizational chart of the company, especially if you are the quality analyst of a certain company. Kasi makikita mo na dito nga tama ba ang kanilang organizational chart, no? Saan sila papunta, no? Mga kanilang mga supervisors or their boss. Okay. Okay, maganda naman din siya, no? Okay, so ito yung mga issues ni AOE, Alpha Omega. How to improve customer service, no? Anong information needed for marketing? Mga profitable customers and markets, no? How to monitor credit accounts, credit policy, and collection procedures. So, yan ang kanyang mga problema. And then, going dayon sa revenue cycle. So, in the revenue cycle, it mirror on the expenditure cycle which was discussed long time ago, no? Remember yung expenditure cycle natin? So, ano lang sila? Opposite lang sila. So, a series of activities gihapon. Our target here is providing goods and services to customers. We need to provide quality goods. We need to also to satisfy our customers. Magiging efficient on the shipping. Gani mo na atong target dito, no? What else? Yung pag-deliver ng goods, dapat tama yung address, tama ang address ng customers. And of course, the collection of cash and cash payments from your customers. So, yun ang target ng revenue cycle. Okay? So, yung objective here, mga key decisions, to what extent can and should products be customized, no, to individual customer needs and desires? How much inventory should be carried? So, just like in the purchasing cycle, meron pa rin tayong inventory management system. Where should that inventory be located? Saan siya ibutang? So, mga storage natin, no? So, papasok pa rin si EOQ. Okay, para ma-minimize yung storage cost natin. How should merchandise be delivered to customers? Should the company perform the shipping function itself or you need to outsource third party? The optimal price of the product or services, no? Kanang dili po siya mahal, dili po siya barato. So optimal price, no? At least you can have the profit pa rin. And of course, competitive with other competitors. 'Di ba? Kaya optimal price 'yan. Should credit be extended to customer? Magbigay ba tayo ng credit? So kung magbigay tayo ng credit, you need to investigate your customers, no? Whether your customer can pay kasi dili ka bayad. If so, what credit terms? Ano bang credit terms? So 15 days, 30 days, ana. And how much credit should be extended to individual customers? Kasi take note, kung magpautang ta sa customer na ay risk ana, no? Risk of uncollectibility of accounts. So meron tayong mga doubtful accounts. So, you need to investigate also, no? Para ma-minimize yung doubtful accounts. How can customer payments be processed to maximize cash flow? Paano siya makabayad? No? Lockback system ba? Or through banking? Or karon pwede na mga GCash, etc. Diba? Yun ang mga trend ngayon. GCash, mga Bitcoin, other mga processing outlet of your collection. So these are the 4 cycle, basic revenue cycle. We have sales order, shipping, billing, and your cash collection. So in your case analysis, ito yung mga activities na nga ibutang nimo, no? Sales order, if you found out some threat there in the sales order, you put in the threat. And of course, you are also guided with the internal control in your e-book. Shipping, billing, and cash collection. Okay, this is the context diagram of the revenue cycle. Ito yung mga input and output, no? If you will observe the arrows, no? We have start with the customers, of course, kasi the customer will order, no? Through phone or through saan ba na, any internet, by the internet or your website, they can order or they will inquire to you and make an order. So when you inquire, when the customer inquires, so that would be part of your leads. And then when they order, customer mo na yan siya. Okay. And of course, you will deliver, no? You need to choose whether mag third party ka ba ng merong logistic na third party, or you will be the one to deliver it to your customer. And then here also meron tayong mga documents, no? Mga orders, payments, bill of lading, packing slip, ayan, invoices, ano pa, mga deposit to the bank. This is on the collection side na. Ito yung sa recording, no, to the GL system. There are commission given to the HR and the payroll. Ano siya? And then, of course, kasali pa rin si expenditure and production kasi kailangan mo man ng inventory, no? The inventory coming from the expenditure cycle or the production cycle if you are the one who produce your inventory, no? Mga needs, no, of your inventory, no, para mapasok sa revenue cycle, ma-distribute to our customers. Okay? So ito yung ating mga kuan. The context diagram. This one is the data flow diagram. So it's more on the logical flow, no? Logical, not physical. Physical flow of your revenue cycle kasi physical siya makikita. Ang logical is on process. So may customer career, so physical flow of your data diagram for the revenue cycle. So ito yung mga main activities, the sales order, the shipping, the billing, and the cash collections. Okay, next. If you are using an ERP software, so the ERP AIS natin, just like the NetSuite, the QuickBooks, no? Yung QuickBooks na ginagamit nyo last time, these are the ERP system. They support the revenue cycle in the form of generating reports and of course decision making on giving the right information, no? I hope you can also read this one. This is display. Mag-display yung monitor, customer account information. Ito yung key-in. Mag-key-in yung sales representative. So there's a sales order entry. Ito yung computer computer work, no, billing and AR, computer work ito. This is your database. This is your document. Nag-generate ng document ang computer giving to your customers. So key in to the keyboard, process by the computer, display picking ticket. Ito from the web store or the internet. And then there is a feedback, no, going to the back, ana siya. So yan ang ating ERP. So integrated database. Okay, so the ERP system or the AIS will help, no, to make the revenue cycle efficient and effective kasi all the information needed nandito na siya. So if we have the customer representative or customer service, usually ang mga customer service ngayon online, we have the call centers, no. The call centers can already manage our concerns, no. If they have concerns on the order entry, no, makikita na nila kasi ganan magud karon they are using call centers, no. The call center na po ang mag-manage sa mga sales, etc. But we have also the e-business na, electronic business, doon na sa website, no? Automatic the customer will fill in their order just like what we did in Shopee, what we did in Lazada and other platform for the customer, no? Madali na siya. And of course, we will also categorize the threat and control on that following activity. So these are the threats, usual threats in the revenue cycle. So we have the general issues. Pwede in your case analysis, pwede na kung walang general activity, cancel nyo na lang ito. Focus na lang kayo on the 4 basic activity. Okay? For the general issues throughout the entire revenue cycle, first is on the master data, no? Dapat accurate ang ating master data, especially on the details of the customer, no? Kasi if hindi yan accurate, and then you already deliver the goods to the inaccurate address, no? Meron siyang it is very costly, no? Kasi babalik man sa mo, return address man sa imo, no, the cost of delivering, so shoulder na sa on the part of the company. So dapat valid ang ating mga address, no, for the customers. Ano pa? Unauthorized disclosure of sensitive information, loss or destruction of data, and poor performance. And then we have several controls here. So for threat number 1, we have 3 controls. Threat number 2, yung mga access control encryption, no, dapat na ay mga password na ay encryption. If it is ang yung order galing from internet, no, or the mag-order shop through emails, no, and email pwede kasi mga unauthorized yung emails, no, so dapat merong mga digital signature just to make sure that legit ang ating customer, dili bogus buyers, no, di ba? Mahirap yung bogus buyer. You already deliver the goods, ayan, balik na pud sa imuha, no? So that's part of some threat in the revenue cycle. And then poor performance, no, managerial reports, kailangan merong reports. Loss or destruction of data, so dapat merong backup and disaster recovery procedures. Okay, so yun ang mga activities natin on general issues. Next, on the sales order entry, incomplete or inaccurate order, hindi kompleto. We have invalid orders, kaya kailangan digital signature. Uncollectible accounts, na dapat na ay credit limits. Stock out or excess inventory, ayan, no, kailangan merong tayong inventory management system, papasok gihapon si katong mga EOQ nato, no? And of course, the perpetual inventory control system para makikita natin if kulang na ba yung mga inventory natin. And then of course, loss of customers. So, ang problema kasi in the revenue cycle, too much inventory, kung dami nating inventory, may threat nga hindi mabenta, no? Meron tayong surplus. Kung too little naman yung inventory, meron tayong mawala ang ubang customer nato, no, kasi too little. So walay mga inventory diha, walay kay stocks. The tendency yung customer natin baka lilipat yan to other supplier, to other company. Kay ay kulang man ito, no, so doon tayo sa yung medyo kumpleto na siya, no, kay one shop lang, one time shop lang, no, yun ang gusto ng mga customer, madali, no, instant dayon, no. So kailangan i-manage natin ang ating mga inventory system. So importante yung CRMS. Ngayon importante na si website because because of pandemic, uso na itong mga web store, no, online na lahat. Okay, next is on the shipping. So yung mga threats dito, picking the wrong items at wrong quantity, mali-mali, no? So dapat mayroong barcoding and RFID. Theft of inventory, kaya meron tayong mga mga security guard, no? Meron tayong mga what else? Kanang mga camera, no? So there is also restriction of physical access. So nay mga ingana para maiwasan ang pangawat ng inventory. And then we have shipping errors, delay or failure. So kailangan din titingnan natin, no, dapat Kasi ang purpose kasi dito is to satisfy our customer, no? Kasi kung merong mga errors nito, ang tendency ay lilipat yan ng customer natin. Next on the billing section, in the billing activities, we have failure to bill, nakalimutan, no? Nagtinanga ang accounts receivable clerk, no? Nalimtan og bill. The tendency kung ang customer biya na ganahan mo bayad, no? Wala nakalimot siguro siya nada. So ma-loss of collection, no? Billing errors, posting errors on accounts receivable, inaccurate, invalid credit memos. So kaya merong din tayong matching of our documents, no? Matching of the sales invoice with the bill of lading, ana siya. Just like in the expenditure cycle, naapo siya yung matching. So here also, there is also matching or reconciliation of our mga shipping documents to the sales order. Ana siya, kailangan siya. Ito, cash collection, this is very important activity in the revenue cycle, no? Mawala ang cash. This is also inherent to the revenue cycle, inherent risk nila, no? Especially cash, yan. So there must be proper segregation of functions, segregation of duties. So, yung ano ba yung mga functions nga you need to segregate? First is the one who records, the one who approve, and the one who custodial of assets. So, yan yung tatlo, yung tabat, kailangan siya i-separate. Okay? So, that's for the cash collection. And then here, in this ebook, i-detail, no, ang mga threats, no, and how to address the threat. You just read it, this one, ha? Basahin ninyo ito. Okay. Ibalik ng gihapon, no? So, take order, approve credit. Ito yung ating process, and these are also mga documents, no? So we have the orders, or form of the sales order. So katong customer natin, di ba, in the expenditure cycle, they will sending us their PO, di ba? So their PO will serve also, parang this is already our order from the customer. So yun ang ating PO. Magawa ka din ng sales order, no? Or pwede po, katong na lang imong gagamitin, no? Pero ang uban, they are making another sales order. They will create a sales order or sales invoice. Sales order pa na, SO mo na. Gagawa sila from the PO nga gihatag sa customer, no? Okay? So, pwede din i-reject yung order, especially if it's credit, no? Utang. Mas maganda kasi yung cash sales, no? Pero not all mga good cash sales, meron talagang mangungutang yun, no? So, before nga magpautang ka, you need to approve first, no? Mga credit limit, no? Dapat may separate credit limit. Ang titingnan din natin, if the customer can pay, basig dili ka pay, ano siya. So then, titingnan din if there is available inventory. So, ito yung tatlong cycle, tatlong process, apat pala. 4 process in the sales order. Respond to customer inquiry. So, if there are response or if there are inquiry of the customers. Okay. So, when you take the order, ito yung document. Ilagay dito yung item number, the quantity, the price, and the term of the sale. Okay. So, this is yung sa SAP ito. NetSuite pala. NetSuite sales order NetSuite. So, NetSuite. This is the NetSuite sales order. Just like your QuickBooks, no? So, later when we have our laboratory, ito yung gagamitin natin. Yung iba, they are using QR codes, no, to improve interaction with the customer, no? Para madali na, or barcoding, no, when you go to the grocery store, di ba? To make it efficient, so i-barcode na lang lahat ang mga item, no? Madali na siya ma-process ang ating sales order, no, through barcoding. There is one company here in the Davao City, no? Even they are selling computerized product or computer mga gadgets, no? They are still not using the barcoding. and they are still using manual. Kabalo mo ana kato ganing uh, CDR King, di ba? Matagal maglinya gani ng mga customers, no? May queuing of the line, no? Kasi instead of barcoding their product, the tendency they will write it down, matagal ang ating processing. So one way of being efficient is to use barcode, mga sensors. Okay, ito. Legitimacy of order, no? Dapat legit yun si customer. Namoy problema gud, ang problema nito is kanang ma-deliver na nimo ang goods mobalik sa imuha. So there, or ang tendency po mawala ang ating inventory, loss of asset, no? So kailangan digital signatures, ano pa para legit ang customer. Yan ang importante. So go over lang natin ha, si credit limit kailangan siya, no? Maximum allowable. So from the past credit history of the customers, no? Tingnan din yung ability to pay. Okay, so we have the SON ha, ating document, no? Sales order. Ano pa ba? Kung na-return of the goods, no? Kasi really siya satisfiable ang quality. What is our document? It's a credit memo. Credit memo ha. Asa man ang credit ni memo? Wala siya diri. Wala na butang. Okay. Kailangan din ng aging of your schedule, aging of AR. Okay. Aging report. What else? The one who will make this one is the accounts receivable clerk on the accounting side. Checking of the inventory availability if there are sufficient inventory. So, kung naatay ERP system, meron tayong AIS, madali na yung checking, no? Sa the sales people, the sales representative, if they have the display on their computer, they can already check, no, the inventory, if there are available inventory without going to the warehouse na, no? So, if they have your system, madali na siya. You can already check it if there are remaining inventory. So we have also the back order document. No? This is a document authorizing the purchase or production of items that is created when there is insufficient inventory to meet customer order. So, or this back order authorizing for production or purchase of item na kung kulang na ang mga inventory. Another one is the picking ticket, still a document, no? Picking ticket dito sa warehouse, no? Ibigay ito sa warehouse nga to pick the item or to pick the inventory from your warehouse, no, and then going to the shipping. So kailangan din siya. Other company, especially mga hardware, they have using picking ticket, no? Kasi malayo kasi yung mga warehouse nila, so bigay sila ng picking ticket to the customers for the customer to pick the inventory in the warehouse. Okay, so kailangan din ng mga sale forecast, no? Part of the inventory system nila, no? To forecast, to reduce stockouts and carrying excess inventory. Kasi kung, yan, sinabi ko kanina, kung excess inventory, cost of the storage. So, kailangan po siya. Tingnan yung frequency and size of back orders. So, one way of controlling also katong perpetual inventory system, no? Na yung mga worksheet. Again, kailangan din i-respond natin yung inquiry ng customer. So, CRMS ang function ana, no? Mag-help sa organize, no, sa mga mo-facilitate on the response of the customer. And then from the CRMS also, if you observe when you go to your Lazada and your Shopee, when you order it, diba, they will record your preference, no? And they will give you some options, no? Ano ba yung makikita kasi niyo yung trend ng binibili mo. So kung may mga gipangbutang ka sa imong basket nga ganito, they will also they will also give you some advice, more product nga gina-offer sa imo. That's part of the CRMS, no? Investigating the trend of the customer, ano ba yung gusto ng customer. I hope you are still there, no? Okay, next is, yeah, shipping. So, shipping, it's dalawang process ito, pick and pack the order. Okay, pick and pack. So, we have the picking ticket, bill of lading, and packing slip. No? So, dapat kabaluta ini. Kung kulang ang inventory, back order. Ano siya, going to the expenditure and production cycle. So, ang gamit talaga RFID, no, to make it efficient, accuracy of tracking inventory movement. Ang klase ko na.
It's my clicker.
Okay, so barcode, scanner also, it's important, no, para walay mawala.
Where's the clicker?
Okay. So, pwede din mag-use ng robot, no? Especially sa warehouse. Pero, take note ha, mga internal control, titingnan natin yung cost-benefit ng gihapon ha. If it's very costly and the benefit is lesser, ayun na, no? So, you'd always nga, mag-robot dayon, ana-ana, no? So, tingnan mo muna yung company itself, kung kaya ba ng company and the benefits of the internal control. Okay, shipping the order. Ito, packing slip. A packing slip is a document listing the quantity and description of each item included in the shipment. So, it's included in the shipment. Bill of lading naman is a legal contract, no? It's on the third party na ni, no? That defines responsibility for goods while they are in transit. Okay. Ayan. Mayroon tayong mga other third party outsourcing, no? Rider system. Ano ba dito sa Pilipinas? Meron tayong Ninja Van, no? Ninja Van man to ang kasagaran sa Shopee. We have the GRS, ang dami natin, no? LBC, they are third party, no, logistics. So this is my example of packing slip. Ang packing slip, ang gumagawa nito yung company itself, no? Sa bill of lading, kato ng third party. Okay, so let's go here. Sample of bill lading. Ito na yung mga third party. Okay, next is billing. Oh, and the bill, usually sa billing department sa accounts receivable, no? Doon na siya. So, accurate and timely billing for shipping of merchandise. So, it's very crucial. Pag-invoice activity, no? Okay, so it will summarize the sales order, shipping activities. So, ang iba magawa ng sales invoice, yung iba magawa ng statement of account. Okay? So, sales invoice, this is a document notifying customers of the amount of sale and where to send payment. So, ang uban, ang sales invoice, i-attach na doon sa pag-deliver ng goods. No? Pag-deliver ng goods, naka-attach na ang sales invoice. Then, tapos, monthly, magbigay ng statement of account. So, it depends upon the company, what are their processing on the revenue cycle. But, ideally, dapat na-agree sales invoice. Hindi naman talaga sinabi mag-statement of account. Pero ang uban, mag-statement of account pa, no? Generating all the invoices nga babayaran ng customers. Okay, so this is on the billing, so invoicing and the updating of AR, no? Pag-update na kung naka-invoice na ka, so naana kay mag-record ka na on the accounts receivable. Okay, so from sales order, ito yung mga documents natin. From your mailroom, na yung mga remittance list. Pero kini wala naman ni mailroom, usually using banking na, online banking. Wala na yung mailroom karon. Okay. So, these are also the method, no? Open invoice method. Maintaining of accounts receivable. Typically pay according to each invoice. So, kini siya, very costly siya kay every invoice may check key. So, it's open invoice, no? Ano pa? Balance forward method. Maintaining AR in which customer typically pay according to the amount shown on the monthly statement. Ito mas maganda kasi merong statement of account rather than by individual invoice. Okay. Then we have also remittance advice. Ito yung mga remittance nga, especially if karon GCash naman, no, mga bayad center, so they will submit a remittance advice to the company. Okay. Cycle billing also, monthly statement for subset of customers at different times. Ayan, sinabi ko kanina, credit memo, ito yung opposite ng debit memo sa purchasing. No? Credit memo on the sales. Okay. Sino ba yung mag-authorize ng credit memo? The credit manager issues the credit memo. Okay? Authorize the crediting of the customer accounts. Cash collection. Ito, na mga remittance list. Listing the names and amounts of all customers. So, karon lockbox system. Postal address. Pero kini, wala na po di. Kasagan, wala na po di ba? They are using online banking naman gud, no? Online banking. Electronic lockbox, pwede po. EFT, ito na, electronic fund transfer. Ang ginagamit ng mga company ngayon. What else pa? Okay, EFT and ayun na lang ni FEDI, wala naman kayo na itong ginagamit. Proof banking na, through bank. Okay, ito. Importante ito. Employees who have physical access to cash flow should not be responsible for recording. Ha? So, dapat separate. So, ano ba ito? Handling cash or checks and posting remittance to customer. Dapat separate. Okay? Para maiwasan ang lapping, mga type of embezzlement, no? of the cash. Okay. Customer payment to cashier. Si cashier ang mag-receive ng cash payment. Pero ang mga remittance nga data, itong remittance advice, ihatag sa ER department. Okay, ana ha? So, and then naay mag-independent control check. Okay. Then apoy copy sa remittance list to internal audit team. Okay? Ana siya dapat, no? So, dapat separate siya. Next, handling cash or checks and authorizing credit memo, separate po. Okay? Kasi a person performing both, pwede makakancel ng theft of cash or creating credit memo equal to the amount stolen. So, okay. Kasagaran mo ni siya ang mangyayari, no? Especially katong when we audit one cooperative in somewhere here in Davao region, no? Nag-authorize siya ng credit memo, naapod siya nag-handle po siya ng cash collection. So, nalaro niya. Dako biya siyang nagkawat, no? Mga 1 million yung nakawat niya because of this one. Siya ang nag-check, siya ang nag-authorize ng credit memo, nag-handle po siya ng cash collection. So, nagka-problema. So, dapat na siya i-separate. Handling cash or checks and reconciling bank accounts, bank statements. So, dapat separate din siya. Okay? Para maiwasan, no? Ano pa ba? So, cover lang natin. So, dapat din mayroong cash flow budget, no? It's important, no? Especially yung mga discounts of early payment, no? Which can spread up cash collection kasi yung ang uban ganahan jud madali makolekta ang cash kasi kung madali makolekta ang cash maruling mangguna nimo, no? Maruling na nimo. So, mas nice if your credit terms is 15 days, not more than 30 days. So, part of your cash flow budget yan. Kasi kung mahaba yung credit terms natin, ay, kasi kalimutan na yan ng customer, hindi na siya magbayad. Okay, summary of conclusion. An organizational accounting system should be designed to maximize the efficiency and effectiveness with which the 4 basic revenue cycle activities are performed. It must incorporate adequate internal control procedures to mitigate such threats as uncollectible sales, billing errors, lost or misappropriated inventory, and cash. Okay? So, control procedures also are needed to ensure that the information provided for decision making is both accurate and complete. So, you need to design the accounting system to accommodate the integration of internally generated data with data from external sources. So, ito yung summarized na proposal, no, katong sa first nga case, no? Equip the sales force with wireless enabled pen-based tablet, no? Ano pa? Improve warehouse and shipping efficiency by replacing barcodes, RFID tags. Improve billing process. Ito, ito yung mga recommendation ninyo in your case. No? Naapo siya mga ingani. Improve billing process efficiency by increasing number of customers who agree to participate in invoiceless sales relationship by using EDI. So, improve customer service, periodically survey, monitor customer satisfaction. Importante po siya, monitor customer satisfaction. Improve efficiency of cash collection, encourage customer to use EFT. Oh, just like what the anong ginawa ng water district ngayon, no? Nag-iba na ang kanilang, di ba, sa una kay muadto gyud sa ilahang office. Ngayon, they also tap the GCash, nag-tap na sa GCash o katong mga collection agent, no, para dili na ma-minimize na ang adto sa ilahang office. So, just part of their improvement. Okay. So, ayun, no? So, that's the end of our revenue cycle. And then, just like on the purchase cycle, meron din tayong mga, go over natin ito. Tanawan ninyo ito. Just answer this one, di ba? Ang ban, maggawas mo na sa exam, di ba? What else? Yung case analysis niyo coming from here. Ayan. Threat. May mga answers din ito, no? So, tanawan na ninyo.